I had this wonderful, fantastic, just entertaining idea that just popped into my mind right when the Hawks went down 4-1 early in the third period. So close to being able to use it. It probably would have been my most glorious masterpiece of all the creative things I have created. But it's gone. It's gone. It's left. And boy, I gotta say, I hate seeing it leave. But I loved watching it go. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone. Is your debris cat making too much noise all the time?
I haven't really prepared for this.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hawks Recap. My name is Clay. Thank you for tuning in. The Blackhawks have just completed their 47th game of their shortened 56-game season. And with their backs against the wall, they come away with the comeback overtime victory over the Nashville Predators. Final score tonight, 5-4. Coming into this game, the Blackhawks winless in the previous 6 meetings this season against the Predators, trailing Nashville by 4 points for that 4th and final playoff spot in the Central Division with 10 games remaining. The Hawks needed to get 2 points in this game, preferably in regulation, but 2 points needed to be had. Anything less than 2 points would be no bueno. Malcolm Subban in net for the Hawks tonight. Brandon Hagel back in the lineup tonight after missing the last game due to a false positive COVID test. Also, Adam Boquist, he's back in the lineup tonight after missing the last 3 games due to concussion-like symptoms from getting hit in the face with the puck. Calvin Hahn trying to gut out his little hip injury that he's dealing with. He's in the lineup. Blackhawks going with 7 defensemen, 11 forwards tonight. A little bit of an odd lineup. Probably anticipating that Calvin Hahn might have a little trouble getting through the game like last game with his hip injury. So instead of having to go down to 5 defensemen, they wanted to make sure they would have 6 defensemen if that would happen. You might question, well, if you think that Calvin Hahn is not going to be able to play, a lot of this game, and he only played 3 minutes and 50 seconds in this game. If you thought he wasn't going to be able to make it, why didn't you just go with 6 defensemen and 12 forwards and leave him out of the lineup? It seems pretty simple. Well, you could do that, but if the Hawks thought their chances against the Predators were better with Calvin Hahn in the lineup and he thinks he can play, you put him in the lineup. And considering that these are basically playoff games right now, guys are going to battle through injuries. Calvin Hahn is going to try and get through it. He wasn't able to, but that's why you go with 7 defensemen, I guess. But when you do go with 7 defensemen, that means you can only go with 11 forwards. So take a forward out of the lineup. Usually that's like a 4th line guy or bottom 6 guy. But not tonight. Tonight, a little bit different story. Dylan Strome getting a healthy scratch tonight. Definitely an interesting decision to say the least. The reason why? I don't know at this point in time. I'm sure we'll find out why. I'm sure Coach Colleton will get asked in the post-game presser. I'm sure there's a legit reason. Could be just a matchup reason. We'll find out, but at this point in time, I don't know. With that said, one thing's for certain, that question, a lot easier to answer with the Hawks winning tonight. And speaking of winning tonight, how did they win tonight? Let's go through it. Hawks really have struggled coming out in the first period, ready to play, pretty much in all periods against the Predators, matching that energy, but tonight, they did it. They did it pretty well. Pretty back and forth game early on. Good pace to this game. And the Hawks, well, they would find a way to put a goal in past Saros. Somehow, some way, they found a way. Just over 4 minutes in. Blackhawks on the forecheck. Vinny Hinostroza forces a turnover. And Brandon Hagel picks up the puck, takes it in 2-on-1 situation, puts a nice little pass over to Pius Suter, and he puts it 5-hole past Saros, and the Hawks have an early 1-0 lead. The Hawks would get a power play just past the halfway mark in the first period, and for the most part, I thought the power play looked pretty good. They were moving the puck well. They created a couple opportunities, a couple one-timer chances. They just kind of whiffed on those one-timers. It was unfortunate, but I thought they created some good things on that power play. They didn't score a goal, but they kept momentum. Unfortunately, that momentum wouldn't last forever. Just under 6 minutes left to play in the first period. Predators tie this game up. Arvidsson gets the pass at the Blackhawks blue line, kind of fends off Connor Murphy heading into the zone, then takes it behind the goal. Stillman tries to prevent that wraparound, but in doing so leaves Tolvanen wide open in front of the net. Arvidsson gets Tolvanen the puck, and he puts it in past Subban. Easy peasy. And this game is tied at 1 going into the second period. Speaking of Tolvanen, I don't know if I've shared this with you guys, but I actually have one of his sticks. Yeah, one of his Pro Stock sticks, little 80 flex stick. Here's his curve right here. A little bit of a curve. Not super crazy, but yeah, jet speed, CCM. If you're asking why I have one of his sticks, a Nashville Predators stick, well, that's because I live in Milwaukee, and Milwaukee Admirals are their AHL affiliate, and just like every pro team, Blackhawks are just like this as well. They have end-of-year sales where they sell off stuff, merchandise, gear that didn't get sold during the season or didn't get used during the season in terms of gear, and I like to go to them to get sticks like this, high-end, top-of-line Pro Stock sticks for a lot cheaper than retail price. So that's why I have one of these. Honestly, I really should start using this, considering he keeps on scoring against us. Maybe I would start scoring too. Anyhow, back to the game. Second periods haven't really been the kindest to the Blackhawks this season. It certainly wasn't kind tonight, just like it wasn't kind in the last game as well. Blackhawks just get hemmed in their own zone, can't clear the puck. They had opportunities to do so, but they just can't get it done for whatever reason. Can't get the puck in deep, can't get changed on this long change. Benches far away from your own defensive zone, hard to get off. Guys are out there for 2+ minutes, just exhausted, and the Predators, well, they take advantage. They loft the puck up in the air to kind of get into the zone. Colton Sissons knocks it down with a high stick, which, if he touches it again, play would be dead, because he can't do that. However, Connor Murphy, unfortunately, touches the puck, probably not quite realizing in his brain that he can kind of just let it go and he'd be all right. Touches the puck, negates the high sticking. Sissons then picks up the puck, gets past him, all alone on Subban, beats Subban, and the Predators have a 2-1 lead. But you know what? It's all right. Being down 1 goal going into the third period isn't that bad of a situation. It's not ideal, but you're just 1 shot away from tying it up. You can come back from it. It's not that big of a deal. However, tonight, being down 1 goal going into the third period was more of a pipe dream for the Hawks. Blackhawks with some good offensive zone pressure late in the second period. They get a shot towards the goal. It kind of gets blocked in front. And with 8 seconds remaining, Ekholm takes the puck and starts pushing the other way. Gets it up to Granlund up the left-hand side. Surely there's not enough time for the Predators to get a decent shot on goal here, right? Right? Wrong. Granlund takes it in up the left-hand side, curls and drags around Connor Murphy and snipes it past Malcolm Subban far side with 1.4 seconds remaining in the period. Just a backbreaker. Like, there's nothing worse than giving up a goal right at the end of a period. Just, you hate them so much. You hate giving those up. So, I mean, they're great when you get them, but when you give them up, they're just... It's such a terrible way to go into an intermission. Now, in the last game, the Predators would score 2 goals in the first minute of the third period to kind of put that game away. Tonight, they would also score a goal in the opening minute of the third period. Predators take the puck into the offensive zone. It's basically a 1-on-4 situation, and somehow it turns into a 2-on-1. Granlund to Kunin, who's wide open somehow on the back door, wide open net, taps it in, and that's 4 straight goals for the Predators to make it 4-1. This game is over. This game is over. Blackhawks are going to lose their 7th straight game to the Predators this season, and essentially their season is over. At least that's how I felt in the moment. I'm sure plenty of others did as well, potentially even you. I'm sure a lot of people switched the channel or turned their TV off after that. I probably would have, but like I said in the opening, I kind of got this idea that came to my mind, this fantastic creative idea that was just kind of sitting there brainstorming. I was too busy to change the channel or turn the TV off because I was just sitting there brainstorming. So, lucky me. Just about halfway through the third period, the Blackhawks will get some offensive zone time. They'd get some shots. They'd retrieve the puck, just cycle around. Just a really nice offensive zone shift for the Hawks. And then Wyatt Kalynuk decides to get himself inserted into the offense. He drives towards that back post. Patrick Kane, he spots him, and he's Patrick Kane. He puts the puck right on his stick, and Kalynuk puts it into the back of the net past Saros. And all of a sudden, this game is a 4-2 game. I mean, it's, it got a little bit of life, but Hawks have really struggled this season scoring against the Predators. So getting another 2 goals in the final 10 minutes of the third, it's still a long shot. I'm still brainstorming my idea at this point. I haven't really switched mindsets. Then just about a minute after that, Blackhawks get the puck through the neutral zone, up the middle of the ice. Hinostroza then gets it over to Kirby Dach up the left-hand side. Hinostroza makes a beat towards that back post. No Predators player follows him for whatever reason. Nice little give-and-go play. Dach gives it right back to Hinostroza, and he puts it in past Saros, and just like that, it's a 1-goal game. Excuse me? Oh, but we're not done here. A minute and a half later, Blackhawks take the puck into the offensive zone. Connor Murphy puts the puck on net. It gets steered aside by Saros to the sideboards. Connolly's there, kind of chips it in a little bit deeper. Preds try to do a D-to-D pass below their own goal line. It gets picked off by Suter behind the net, and he finds Kubalik in front of the net, wide open in the slot, and Kubalik buries it past Saros, and we have an unlikely tie ball game. But if that wasn't enough, just 10 seconds later, just 10 seconds after that, the Blackhawks would go to a power play. Ryan Ellis high sticks Alex DeBrincat, lips bleeding, so 4-minute double minor, 4-minute power play for the Blackhawks. With all the momentum in the world, a glorious opportunity to take the lead. Yeah, about that. Naturally, the Hawks get 0 shots on goal during that 4-minute double minor power play. Are you kidding? How does that even happen? I don't understand. It's not even that they didn't get a shot on goal. They couldn't even get set up in the offensive zone to even have a chance at getting a shot on goal. Take the puck up the ice. Cleared. Carried in. Cleared. Dump it in. Cleared. What's going on? How does this happen? Don't get me wrong. Coming back from a 3-goal deficit in the third period with their backs against the wall like that, fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I'm stoked about it. But when you get an opportunity like this in a game where you really needed the 2 points, they have a chance to potentially win this game in regulation. Good teams take advantage of that. Good teams take advantage of it. In a game you really needed it. Instead, this game goes to overtime. Blackhawks essentially leave it up to chance in a 3-on-3 bonus hockey period. Don't get me wrong. 1 point is certainly better than 0 points, but in this game against the Predators, you gotta get 2 points. You cannot fall another point back behind them for that 4th and final playoff spot. Thankfully, the Hawks would find a way to get the much-needed 2 points. 3 minutes into the overtime period, Hinostroza, with speed, takes the puck through the neutral zone, takes it into the offensive zone before pulling up, then finds Brandon Hagel, who's coming into the zone. Hagel gets the puck. He beats the defenseman up the left-hand side, one-on-one with Juuse Saros, and he just roofs it. Top shelf, peanut butter, completing his 3 points a night. Brandon Hagel wins it, completes the comeback for the Hawks, and the Hawks are still alive. They're still alive. We're not done yet. Now, obviously, Brandon Hagel, huge game tonight in his return after missing the last game, but you cannot say enough about Malcolm Subban tonight. He had a fantastic game. Yeah, I know he gave up 4 goals, but Predators also had 40 shots on goal, and more importantly, they had 16 5-on-5 high danger scoring chances. The Predators could have easily had 7 or 8 goals tonight. But Malcolm Subban made some ridiculously great saves in those second and third periods to somehow give the team in front of him a chance to come back and somehow win this game. Cannot say enough about how much he battled tonight. So a big win for the Hawks tonight, a much needed 2 points. 9 games remaining, 1 more against the Predators. They need 2 points once again, preferably definitely preferably in regulation. They got to have it. And they got to know that the Predators are going to be coming out fuming. They're going to be coming out hard because they're not going to like having, lost this game. So the Hawks need to come out and they need to be going from the very first shift and all the way through the remainder of the game. They gotta have their best game, and they gotta have their best game for all of the remaining 9 games. They can do it. They certainly can do it, but it's not going to be easy. Hopefully, this comeback victory can instill a bunch of confidence, maybe be the catalyst for them to actually be able to do it. But we'll see. With that, I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I hope you got some sort of enjoyment out of it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that, as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.